Hi, everybody. Welcome to Big Apple Mountain Tarot. I'm your host, Mike Russmack.
I'm the other host, Everest Hall. We're here today to talk about the full moon in Capricorn that's going to happen on July 3rd.
Very good,
Thank
Everest.
you. At 5:38 a.m. Mountain Time in the United States.
So that's 4:38 Pacific Time, 4:38 a.m., and 12:38 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time.
Yay.
The thing that I'm going to say about this moon right off the bat is that the full moon is happening pretty early in the season of Cancer, which is unusual.
Yes.
It's a supermoon, so we're going to feel it even greater. The moon's going to be closer to the Earth. If you're finding yourself truly bowled over by this energy, and which so many people are, including us, right? It's really important to do a little meditation, to close your eyes, to drop into your breath, to picture the glyph of Cancer over your heart, and flood that area with green and blue healing colors, and to just ask for the manifestation, the highest manifestation that your emotions will allow as a response to things that threaten to drag us into our old reactions, our old behavior, our old reactions.
Yeah.
The threat here is one of recidivism, and that's the condition where you slide into previous conditions.
Yeah, if you can remember, we've been talking about it's a new era, futurism, addressing things in a new perspective. I've had a lot of problems with that over the past couple weeks. Personally, I've been feeling...
I think you've done really well,
Oh, thanks,
Everest.
Mike.
I think that what we've done
you.
is we've really summoned the highest manifestation of what we're capable of as a reaction to a clusterfuck of,
Of nonsense.
Of nonsense. And not to mention, that a lot of our friends are going through struggles.
Yeah.
People are losing loved ones. It's a rough time.
It's a very rough time.
The season of Cancer is about maternity, security, home, summer vacation, fun,
family.
Those family, and all of those words could be very triggering for people too. Some people are estranged from their families. So in this case, I'm talking about your safe people, your security, your chosen family.
And on the larger aspect, I think that in this summer, it's also home planet Earth. There's a lot of, I see a lot of insecurity, a lot of stress, a lot of financial tensions happening because we got Cancer here, and then we have Capricorn on the other side. Cancer's all about home and love and nurture. Capricorn is top-down structures, business, government.
It's our professional
money
life too.
Yeah.
So we can't exactly swim in the waters of Cancer for the whole month. We could find it, we could value it, we could cherish it, but we can't stay there. We have to, for our own safety, our own security, to reach outside of that and think about ourselves as individuals and what we need to do, our own paperwork, our own bills, our own accounting.
The emotional individual within the structure, the government structure, the religious structure, the top-down structure, and the emotional security which balances that structure.
So the energy right now is one which can easily overwhelm us. Aside from being in Cancer, and aside from this Capricorn full moon, supermoon, we have Neptune, which is stationing retrograde this weekend.
And at the full moon, it's going to be in the midheaven, 27 degrees.
It will be parked at 27 degrees for a couple of months. So it's going to be at 27 degrees for a long time. But 27 of Pisces is squaring to 27 of Sagittarius, which is our galactic center. So there will be messages coming through, especially through our intuition, our hidden quiet life, our dream life. Pay attention to what's coming through your dreams. Our dreams are pretty active lately.
Right. And also
after not being for a while.
What's coming through the media. You know, I feel like there's a lot of like mystery in the media, the UFOs, the whistleblowers, which I feel is kind of like a.
I feel that Saturn has more to say about that because Saturn is in retrograde too. Saturn's retrograde is 7 degrees Pisces, and Daddy Saturn is telling us, be careful what you're seeing. Don't buy into the movies, the whole illusion of it.
Right.
Just question.
Question the narrative.
Yeah.
So Capricorn, how we work, our outward experience within the group collective to give structure to our society, to our life.
Yeah.
That moon is coming at us. It's going to be a super moon. It's a very emotional moon. It's the summertime.
Very emotional.
So a lot of people have attitudes that it's time for relaxation and break and family time. But
There's a
always
lot
this
of pressure. Thank you. There's just a lot of pressure when it comes to summer vacation or any kind of travel. Travel is this time that you're supposed to be presenting the best version of yourself, and often it brings out the worst in people.
Yes.
We did a bit of traveling. Yes, you wanted to mention that.
Well, no, I think it's important to mention. So there's this dialogue that's happening between what was the 20th century, which is gone and past, the future, which is beginning to happen right now, this new era that we're happening, and where it's collapsing. We took a trip to the East Coast, and we chose to get off the plane because we were involved in an 8-hour delay.
Well, there was an 8-hour delay getting there, first of all, and then coming home, there was another 8-hour delay, and we were like, no. It was time, I'm not going to go on a tirade, but it was time for new rules.
New rules,
because we're at an early degree of the North and South node.
Yeah.
And there's this urgency because Pluto is at 29 degrees Capricorn, the anaretic degree, squaring to North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio. And the North and South Node are at 1 degree. And they're just about to switch into Aries and Libra, which happens on July 18th.
Ding, 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 it's coming.
There is this urgency to get things right now, to make new rules, new structure, and reflect our values. And our values say we cannot wait on the tarmac hour after hour with no water.
Hell no.
While there's...
No, we'll get a car and we'll drive cross country.
And we did.
But Pluto kind of swung back. It was in Aquarius, and then it swung back into Capricorn. And so, in my opinion...
further unearthing...
this old...
Inefficiency. It's
corruption.
Collapsing inefficiency and corruption into more efficient.
And now that it's kind of already entered into Aquarius and we have a little taste of the newness and it's gone back, I personally feel particularly irritated with a lot of corruption, inefficiency, and masturbatory dialogue.
As I say, this season is about not falling into the trappings of recidivism and not falling into previous versions of ourselves that we have evolved beyond. Because if we start getting caught up in our old reactions, we're just going to find a negative frequency to match that. We're going to have a terrible time. And we're not trying to do that. We're looking for the new. We're looking for the age of Aquarius, and we will get there. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with people for keeping their cool as so much drama.
You're right. You're absolutely right. People have really kept their cool in the kind of like the bigger aspects. Like
as we were losing our minds
down these towns. I know
on the plane. I was like, God, everyone's kind of okay. It's just our turn to lose our minds today.
Congratulations, everybody.
So let's talk about the moon again.
Yeah,
it's happening at 11 degrees. And it's also in the sign that Pluto has retrograded into. There is a lot. It's a very heavy moment right now.
And while the moon is full, we've got in Leo, which is my favorite sign, we have
Mars and Venus
conjunct Lilith.
So natives born with this particular energy might feel that they are not getting enough attention. They're very creative, very expressive, very active, and then they don't know how to handle the attention, and it doesn't do it for them. But as far as people with Leo in their chart goes, this could be a great time for finding love.
Being creative.
And because Mars and Venus are squaring to Uranus, the planet of surprise, it could be surprise expression, surprise creation, surprise love, but it could also talk about money because this is Venus. And Venus represents money, Taurus.
Yeah.
So it could be surprise money. It's surprise money coming to you.
Perhaps surprise babies. Could be, surprise.
No, I hope not.
Well,
but
maybe.
Maybe. So the other thing to say about Mars in Leo is that it's trining to the North Node in Taurus. So that is to say that go with your self-expression. The more that you work with your self-expression, your individuality, your creativity, you will find your own values in this early degree of the North Node in Taurus.
And your own joy.
Yes. Very good, Empress. The sun will be conjunct Mercury. Mercury is interesting. It's going to be speeding along right now. At the moment of the full moon, though, it is conjunct with Mercury. So there will be discussion about Cancerian themes.
Correct. About nurture, home, love, kindness.
And that is also trining to Saturn in Pisces. Saturn retrograde in Pisces. And Saturn, remember, is saying, be careful what you see. Don't eat up the illusion. Just think about that. So the more we talk about that, the more we will find what we have been fooled by in the past.
I also thought it was kind of interesting that for this full moon, for a quick moment, Mercury's going to be conjunct the sun. And so there's going to be perhaps a lot of discussion within that moon orb about home, the planet Earth, nurturing, kindness, how together we can support each other in that Neptunian aspect. Of like dreams and like what we can do together to make the world a little bit better for everyone to live in.
Well, we better dream a new world pretty quick because a lot of it is covered in wildfire smoke. And here is the urgency.
Well, here's the urgency. Yeah. But it's like, it's urgent and it's, it feels like we only have minutes, but that's not so accurate.
No, that's Pluto.
That's that old 20th century dialogue of like mastering and controlling everything. And this is one of the lessons that I feel like I'm kind of digesting from the past couple weeks is that you can't force it.
You cannot will something into creation through force. We have to let these old paradigms collapse. These old structures of like holding tight to power, and what does that do to people?
It creates aggravation, stress.
You cannot control people through fear. The only way to invite the new in right now is to stand aside and invite it and let it come and not try to mold it, not try to control it, not try to monetize it, and to take it somewhere unsustainable.
Correct. Yeah. Not try to monetize it.
So that's the lesson of this Capricorn full moon.
Yeah.
During the season of Cancer.
Yes.
That let it happen. Don't make it happen. Don't force it. Don't push.
Right. Don't push against the rock. Go around it. Flow with the water.
Yeah. As if we didn't think about water enough this week.
I know. You can't make the plane go by screaming.
No,
you can't.
And
Mr.
you
Hall.
cannot blame anybody for it. That's the lesson.
That's another one. That there's no individual person who's in charge of the failures. The failures are happening systematically.
Yeah.
With all of us.
Exactly. And we're in it together.
We're in it together.
You know what? With that, since we're at the beginning of this month, I want to run down each sign.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And give you a little preview of your favorable and unfavorable days.
Perfect. We'll be right back.
Okay, now, try to spot the common thread in all of these readings for all the signs.
Okay, so
Let's
this.
start with Aries.
Okay.
All right, emotions are running high, and you might have been feeling very combative and impatient, but you would do very well to slow down. You don't have to be nice or Pollyanna, but a little bit of sugar will go a really long way. All
Yeah.
right. So your challenging days are the 6th and 7th of July. Your rewarding days are the 18th, 19th, and 20th. So circle those. Taurus, you might have been feeling some pressure and not sure where the pressure is coming from. And the little hint is it's coming from within you. Just sit still, take a few breaths. Try
It's
to sit
okay,
through the
Taurus.
moments. It will pass.
Yes.
Your challenging days this month are the 8th and 9th, and your rewarding days are the 21st and 22nd. Gemini, you might benefit from doing some creative writing or speaking, which is
That's what
your
you do
element.
best. That's what you do
just
best,
what-
Gemini.
Yeah, that's just the best way to process your emotions this month. The rewarding days for you this month, July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And your challenging days are the 10th and 11th.
Got it.
Cancer, you might have to turn everything you thought you knew upside down and just come at everything from a different angle. Try to take a different approach. If you feel frustrated, like you're not being heard or seen, just try to come in from a different angle.
Yeah.
Your challenging days this month will be the 12th and the 13th, and your rewarding days will be the 26th and the 27th. Leo, it is time to do spring cleaning in the summer. The more you get rid of is the more room you make for the new.
Exactly.
All right?
Yes.
Your challenging days this month will be the 14th and 15th, and your rewarding days will be the 1st, 2nd, 28th, 29th, and 30th. Virgo, you may be feeling a bit nostalgic, a bit sentimental. Don't get too caught up in that. You know the lesson better than I know it for you. Take a minute to remind yourself of just how far you've come. Your rewarding days will be July 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the 31st. Your challenging days will be the 16th and 17th. Libra, it's okay to just slow down a little bit, to take it moment by moment. These are the longest days of the year. I know it's hard to sit through every moment, but it really would be a benefit to you to avoid distracting yourself with others' problems and to just try to meditate a bit more. Your rewarding days this month are the 6th and the 7th. Your challenging days are the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Scorpio, you might benefit from breaking things down into small sections and then putting them back together in order to collapse things into a more efficient manner.
Yeah.
Your challenging days will be the 21st and 22nd. Your rewarding days will be the 8th and the 9th. Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Sagittarius. You may feel very frustrated this month.
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree, Ev?
Yeah, I agree. It's okay. You guys can do it.
Yeah.
Have faith, Sag.
Sometimes saying nothing and just keeping your mouth shut is the best course of action.
Yes.
Your rewarding days are the 10th and 11th, and your challenging days are the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Capricorn, it's time to give yourself a break. I know it's
Imagine
your
that, a
moon,
break.
but you must force yourself to take a break because you're going to need the energy for when things speed up again.
Yeah.
Your rewarding days will be the 12th and 13th, and your challenging days will be the 26th and 27th. Aquarius,
that's me. Well, not just me. But
if you feel like people aren't seeing things your way, you're right. And that's just the way it is. Things are just a little bit out of sync for you right now. Your rewarding days will be the 14th and 15th, and your challenging days will be the 1st and 2nd of July, as well as the 28th, 29th, and 30th.
oh, great.
I know.
Pisces.
Not with that attitude.
No.
Pisces, if you're feeling stuck right now, revisit the nitty-gritty details. There might be something that you missed. All right. Getting lost in tasks will distract you from any pressure that you're experiencing. So try to keep your hands busy right now, Pisces. Your challenging days this month will be the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, as well as the 31st. And your lucky days this month will be the 16th and 17th.
Cool.
Right? And with that,
let's do some tarot. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back with tarot cards, and we're going to start with fire. We're gonna,
Aries, Leo, Sag.
Aries, Leo, Sag. We pulled 2 cards for you guys. We pulled the primary fire, the beginning of the fire, Ace of Wands, Hand of God, handing new passions, new drive, new ambitions, new ideas, new projects.
This is new ideas for the post-COVID world and the age of Aquarius.
Boom!
We're doing it new. We are picking our own values.
The Queen is dead. The 20th century is over.
No, the King is dead. Well, the King is dead.
The other card for this pull is the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus, fixed earth. It's traditions. It represents, here we have the Pope, but it represents traditions, traditional values, top-down structures. And what do you say about this, Mike?
I say that it's maybe time to make a new set of values. But remember what we value from life before. We want to recreate that, take it with us. I think there's a lot of urgency, though, in figuring out what it means for us. You know, because the North Node is really early Taurus, and it's switching into Aries, too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more about being individuals and letting our individual, our talent just shine out.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah. Our soul's talent shine. Okay. Fire.
So Earth is Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn. And we
5 of Wands. Children at play. Circular argument. There's no hierarchy here. They're all equal. They're all equal ground. It
looks like a Donnybrook.
It's a Donnybrook.
It's a Donnybrook. Yeah.
With this energy, it kind of goes round and round in circles. You necessarily can't get anywhere. But sometimes when you really kind of discuss things around and around and around, you can come to a new emotional space through that discussion, perhaps with the
Even if the emotional space says, I don't want to do this argument. I don't want to go around in circles anymore.
I don't want to do it anymore.
I'm tired of that. It's time, time for a new message.
Mercury right here, conjunct the sun for the new moon, has this message about home, nurturing, love, compassion, how we feed ourselves, how we care for the earth, how we care for everyone else. Perhaps within you can find a new way of caring for the earth and everyone else. And
Mercury is representing Virgo.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yes, it does. It does. It does.
So now air, that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius.
Okay.
Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius.
What's this about? Who knows? It's a mystery.
Emotions kind of suck for you guys, don't they?
It's difficult, especially because I'm a 29-degree Cancer ascendant. So here we have this fellow in shadow. The mysteries of emotions are lost on him because none of this makes sense. All these little bobbins and ghouls and ghosties are they don't make any sense to me. I'm lost in my mind. It's blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And because they don't make any sense, these emotional confusions,
you're gonna hit the road.
I'm gonna hit the road. Yeah. Air signs, there's an emotional walking away from nonsense, from masturbatory thoughts, from just all around confusion, from inefficiency, from stupidity, from ignorance, and downright nastiness. Oh, there we go.
Just leave those dirty emotions alone.
We're going to leave those dirty emotions alone. We're going to think about things.
And now, last but not least, we have water, and that's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
And Pisces has got some amazing stuff happening with them.
Yeah.
So the first card we pulled for you guys is the Hermit. So Hermit, he has a lantern with a star in it. He is diligently kind of like walking his path.
Protected in his solitude.
Yes.
Right? Self-protection.
Self-protection and insular meditation. Why? Perhaps we have seen an emotional space which doesn't satisfy us. Here we have the Three of Cups on the ground here,
Well,
and a
Four of
fourth
Cups.
one coming in as an offer which just isn't satisfying you. There's an emotional dissatisfaction where you might have to kind of
more of what I don't.
Yeah, I don't need more of this nonsense. I can kind of meditate and find my own way and find my own space on that.
It's a good month for meditation.
Yeah, it's a really good month for meditation.
It's always a good time for meditation.
It is.
But when the waters are so high, just drop into your breath.
Yeah.
Channel that blue-green energy, that healing
Yeah.
blue-green energy.
Yes.
Yeah. And just ask Spirit for guidance, and it'll happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
Trust your dreams. And with that, we thank you so much for joining us on our video.
Yeah.
Thank you.
From the bottom of our hearts.
We appreciate all your likes and your comments, and we hope you have a really good moon, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.